we're gonna use that for now. So I'm gonna go back to my canvas. I have my airplane right here. Of course, it is humongous, so I'm gonna lock my dimensions because for some reason they're unlocked. And then I'm gonna make it smaller because I want to be able to see it within the window that I can see. Sometimes you have to play around with it. There it is. So I'm gonna add that to my canvas. Oh, excuse me, and again, this is under my access pass. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna bookmark it in case I wanted to use it again. Who knows, I might go back to Jamaica soon. So these are the elements I want to use so far out of my Cricut Access. And again, I make them small so that I can see everything. I make them scalable to how I want them to look on my design. However, they'll just be smaller than what I would do. And once I do it, I group them all together and I'll make them the size I want. So this is gonna be the shirt we're gonna use, we're gonna wear on the way home. That's my intent. If I can get it how I want it. Then I'm gonna add some words. I'm not sure what I want. So I'm gonna add a lot of them. And I'm gonna put them on different lines and I'll show you why. All you have to do is hit the text on the left-hand panel and it'll show you the text. These are the words I'm thinking I want. We just straight tripped. This is the Jamaican flag because we're gonna wear this on the way home and we're gonna be coming to the United States. So I'm gonna put a US flag over here. Or I might put an Alabama flag, two of us coming back to Alabama, and a Georgia flag for the other one. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Cause I got some hounds too that I can use for Alabama. Then I got some burgundy that I can use for Georgia and hounds too, because yeah, Alabama, what else would I use? So along with that, as I was telling you, along with the access to the images, we also have access right up here to fonts, the Cricut fonts. If I did not have access to the fonts, the Cricut fonts are pretty expensive. So if you do not have Cricut access, I suggest when you start on your fonts, you go up right here to System, and it'll show you the fonts that you have either uploaded yourself or the ones that come free. That way you won't make a whole design and get to the end to hit make it and they send you to a checkout spot so you can pay for your font after your customer has approved. So I don't have that issue because I have Cricut access. So I'm gonna get my design how I want it. So for these words, the reason I put them on different lines, not that I want them on different lines, but I can go right up here to advanced and I'm gonna ungroup them by line so I can place them where I want. And I still would be able to change the font because I'm gonna want them in different fonts. This straight, I would probably want that in cursive. So I'm going up here to change it to cursive if I can curvive. Good Lord, girl. So this will show, it's a filter up here also. This shows the different cursive writings that are available to me. So I'm trying to find something that I like. And I'll move it to the side. So I absolutely like this. Look how quick this design is coming together. I believe I'm gonna like it just like this. I just got to get my fonts how I want them. And I'm gonna want these the same. So I'm gonna delete that one and I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna type it again so they be on the same line. If that makes sense, instead of me trying to line them up, because I didn't know how I wanted the design, I go back and just delete one or the other and put them on the same editing box so that they would look the same. And this will be used on the plane coming back. So I'm gonna get a Georgia map and an Alabama map. Again, two of us coming back from Alabama and two of us, one of us is going to Georgia. But all of us are from Anniston, Alabama. So let me see what kind of fashion I want classic. Let's see what classic looks like. There's something I'm looking for. Let me do trip. Anytime you do something on one of these design programs, if you make a mistake and you catch it right away, all you have to do is hit the undo arrow wherever it is located. If you got design space, the undo arrow is right here at the top left. It's also at the top left in silhouette also. And let me find modern and classic. Do we like that? I don't know if I like that. No, we don't like that. So I'll move that over to the side again. Let's try another one. I want it to be a heavier font. And I like this font. And the name of the font is Cache Pro Heavy. So I'm going to change this one to the same thing. Cache Pro Heavy. Cache. There we go. Pro Heavy. Now I'm going to go ahead and mark that as one of my favorites. I absolutely like that. Then I need to put the maps over here, one for Alabama and one Georgia. So I'm gonna go to images. And another filter we can use is operation type. I want it to be just cut file only. So I'm gonna look up Alabama and see what we come up with. Now I do have an Alabama map, but I just wanted to see if I can find it in here. See, of course. So these are cut files, and I can just do the outline and take the other stuff out. Let me see what they have. I think I like this. I don't know how little this is gonna be. Most definitely I like this, and I definitely need to see if I can find one for Georgia. Yeah, that's about the best one. I really like that one. So I'm gonna take that one. I'm gonna also bookmark it in case I can't find one for Georgia, and I'll come back and probably get one like this, which I absolutely like that one too. So I'm gonna add that to the canvas. And let me see if I can find one for Georgia. Look like they got about the same thing. Might have to go back and change the Alabama map like this if I can't find one for Georgia to like the one. There we go. Go ahead and bookmark that. Make that height 1.25. I don't want it too big. I'll make this height 1.25. I'm not sure I like that. Let me go back to the other one. I'm absolutely thinking I just probably need to, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get just a regular one map. And I'll make that 1.25. That's Georgia. I don't want that one. So I'm gonna delete it. Then I'm gonna get an Alabama one. Now I don't have to go all the way down. I want them to see that they have just a plain one. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and bookmark that also, because I probably use that a lot. Make that height 1.25. Get rid of that. So this is my design. Now, the only thing I got to do is go back and put the colors I want. One thing I want to do is make sure, if you'll see right there, it's a cut in this letter where they hooked it together. I don't want that on my, put that back where it was at. I don't want that when I cut. So I'm gonna take them cuts out. You can do a weld where to take the cut line out, or you can hit contour if the cut line showed there. Get my thing back right. I want that right there. So I'm gonna hit that, go down here to combine, go up here to weld. So all those cut lines came out. Now this would be one straight cut. Of course, these colors we're gonna keep the same. Now I just have to change the color. So I'm getting ready to do that. Okay, so once I have went down here and I've used the weld function, now I want to go ahead and solidify my design. I'm not gonna use the just, I'm not feeling that. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna delete that. I believe I wanna put this here, here. Do a 0.5, I'm gonna start adjusting some of these sizes. I want this a little bit larger, so I'm gonna do 0.75 right here. And this is just in relationship to this size here. Make that a little bit bigger. So this indicates, I'm gonna make that height 0.85. I'm gonna make this one 1.75. 1.5, let me see what that is. Yeah, a little bit bigger. 1.75. Okay, so I'm thinking that look good. I think I'm not gonna put in the names. Somebody can ask us. This is Jamaica, by the way, and this is Alabama, and this one right here is Georgia. I'm from Alabama. The one whose birthday we're going to celebrate is from Alabama, but again, she stay in Georgia, so that's where she's going back to. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. Yeah. So all I got to do is get the colors I want. I'm gonna go check my supply right now, because when I do shirts like this for family, for friends, for stuff I'm doing, I just use the shirts that I have at the house. Sometimes I have enough for everybody to have the same color. Sometimes I don't. And I use the vinyl that I have because they're getting the shirts and the stuff free. So they do understand if somebody might have a purple shirt, somebody might have green, but that's how I do, because I order a lot of extra shirts just in case I make mistakes. And sometimes I'm too lazy to send them back. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll make this Georgia 1.75 also. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get to the end of this design. If you ever lose your design, like you go down here and you touch it and your design disappear, just go over here to the layers, the panel, and highlight one of the elements in your design, and it will take you right back to your design. So I figure out what I'm gonna do. I want these red. I definitely want them red. I want this one is gonna be silver. So we're gonna pick us a silver color just for clarification's sake. These are gonna be white. This is gonna be white. This is gonna be white. That's a press and cut. I don't want to press and cut, so let's change the operation. Sorry, I didn't even know that. We're gonna change that to a basic cut. And we're gonna make that white also. So that's the way you can change it. This can be a print and cut or either a cut file. I wanted a basic cut file, so I just highlight it and change it from the print then cut and change it to the basic cut. And I want this white also. This is gonna be silver also, so I'll make it the same color as this. These are gonna be white. I hit the wrong thing. That's gonna be white. Okay, so now that I've got these together, just so that my design would look straight, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna attach this plane and this straight right here by highlighting both of them and hitting shift to highlight both of them. And I'm gonna attach them because I want them to be cut as one piece. If not, Cricut is just gonna find the best way on the map so that you would save as much material as possible. I don't want that because I'm gonna use this as the basis of placing my other elements. So right now I'm gonna size it and I'm gonna need 3. I'm gonna need 1 with Georgia and 2 with Alabama. The one with Georgia and one of the ones with Alabama need to be the same size. Then the one of the other ones with Alabama need to be smaller. So I'm gonna highlight all these elements. And I'm gonna group them together by right-clicking and going ahead and hit group. Now I have them all together. Now I can size them. My largest number is my width, and I want the width of one of the Georgia shirts to be 11. Then I want to copy that by right-clicking on it and doing a duplicate. And this one I want to be a size 10 in width. So I have a 10, I have an 11 Alabama. So I'm gonna go ahead again and I'm gonna copy this one again by hitting duplicate. There we go, so duplicate. So this is 11 inches also. However, I want this to be a Georgia flag. So I'm gonna bring this down. Let me go up here and, not flag, map. Go down here and bring my Georgia map. This can be unhooked now. I'm gonna ungroup it. Get rid of that Alabama map, put this Georgia map in there. Make sure I size it how I want it. I want hers a little bit bigger than ours because she is the birthday girl. There should be a width of 11 because it actually went up and not made it wider. I just wanted to make sure I didn't want it wider. I can actually make that a little bit larger. Okay, so we're ready to go to make it. And the reason I know these are the same color, but the reason I didn't attach these white ones together, that'll be wasting too much. That'll be wasting too much vinyl because all that in the middle be empty space. Same thing with the red. I can place them, long as I have these together as an attachment, I'll be able to place these exactly where I want them. I'm gonna make the Alabama a little bit larger. Hold on. Let's see. This one is height. Let's make it 2.75, 2.75. Let's make this one 2.5. And this one is for a smaller shirt. So let's ungroup it. And we're gonna make this one. That was a 2.5. We'll make this one a 2.25. So we got 2.25, 2.5, and 2.75 on the maps. We have two designs that are 11 inches in width and one design that's 10 inches. I'm making an extra large and two 2Xs. So now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hit make it. So you see what I say? It's gonna put them on the mat where it's most advantageous or make a better decision. I go back in here and I rearrange them because I have not cleaned my mat, so I do have to put tape all around my mat. So I make sure they're not in the places where I'm gonna tape. I usually just tape around the sides. Once I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and I wanna mirror that image because this is heat transfer vinyl, needs to be mirrored. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go down to each of my mats and I'm gonna get them how I want them. For this mat, I have silver, and I can do this on the 12 by 19. I'm gonna see if they can be combined on one mat. Yes, they can. So I have vinyl that's long enough to put them on the 12 by 19. Again, I'm gonna rearrange this. I don't want it on the edge because I'm a tape on the edge. I'll go ahead and we're gonna mirror that. Now we're gonna hit continue. This white is gonna be glitter. As a matter of fact, all of this is gonna be glitter. So glitter, I'm gonna go ahead and load my machine and we're gonna get that done. So I'll see you on the other side. Okay, so I'm gonna load my mat. Give me a second, let me load the mat in. So the way you load the mat is you sit it in front of the machine up under the little guys. This is for the people who don't know how to do it. Once you do that, you see the flashing light and you're gonna press the flashing arrow. Once you press the flashing arrow, the next arrow with the symbol on is gonna come on and that's gonna start your cutting. I have my shirts, and when I take my shirts out the box, I usually go ahead and fold it so I can have the crease back in there so I can get the midpoint of my shirts. All I do is fold it back, put the seams together along the sleeve, and then just stick it on the heat press for about 5 seconds so that I can get that line there that I'm going to use as my guide for the center of the shirt. Now, this design, I did make a couple of changes to it. So, I got my pieces, I weeded everything, I got it separated. So, I'm gonna change where we're coming from, then going to. All I'm doing is trying to get my stuff in the right spot. So if I have something like this, I'm gonna go ahead and take my words and put them all on the inside and I'm gonna press it all on at one time. Long as your carrier sheet does not overlap a piece of the vinyl, then you can do it like this. If not, you'll just do the regular layering where you put it on one layer at a time. Like this one, I wouldn't be able to do that if I leave like that, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut around that T so it won't touch the other letter. And be careful because any little piece that's covered by vinyl will mess it up. It'll pull off probably the whole letter. So I'm just going to cut a little bit closer around this so I make sure that it's not touching on the other letters. So when I do this, I make sure that the carrier sheet is free of the vinyl. I don't want it to touch any of the vinyl because it would mess it up. So now I can press this as one piece instead of pressing the silver and coming back and press the white. Go ahead and try to get a midpoint, sort of, kind of. I'm gonna take that wing, that back wing gonna be my midpoint. Then, because this design has several small elements, I'll try to press as many as I can on the first press. There will be 3 presses because the heart flag has the 3 colors, the green, the yellow, and the black. So I will do at least 3 presses. So I'm going through and just adding the different elements so that I can be more efficient with the pressing. While I'm doing that, I'd like to take this time to thank you all for watching this video. I hope you all are finding it interesting, and I hope you are finding something that can help you in your crafting journey. For returning subscribers, thank you so kindly. For those of you that are new, please take the time now to hit the subscribe button. And for all of you who have taken the time to watch this, please hit the like button and leave a comment. It really helps me out. It doesn't cost you anything, but it really helps the channel out. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish with this design, get it together, and then I'll show you the end result. Each layer should be pressed the bare minimum of time. I usually press mine 3 to 5 seconds per layer. As I add the different colors, I press 3 to 5 seconds. On the very last color, I will go ahead and press the full time, which for this vinyl was 12 seconds. Now I decided to add a different element to the design. So I added a little bit of sublimation on the white glitter. I wanted to tell when we went to Montego Bay and where we were coming from. So I did add some elements of sublimation onto the white glitter. And here's the final product. That's the shirt. We straight tripped. Again, thank you, and I hope you enjoyed. See you the next time.